1, go.
I go back to the time when I was still at school, age 16, and got very interested in science and had this discovery of a couple of Dutch, I suppose they were biochemists, who had discovered indoline acetic acid as a plant hormone. And they did a beautiful experiment using growing wheat seedlings that they cut in half and then put a block of gelatin between them, and then afterwards discovered that what had gone into the gelatin was indoline acetic acid. And I thought, that is fantastic. I want to do that, something like that when I grow up. I want to make drug discoveries. And so that set me into studying biology. I did chemistry, physics, maths, and botany and zoology for A-levels. That was too much, of course, so I didn't take zoology practical. But I really loved botany. I didn't know whether to become a botanist, but in the end I thought, well, I know I can be a chemist, so that's what I did. And that set me onto a path of, I was determined to do a degree in chemistry, and then determined to do PhD afterwards. I wanted to go into research. I knew that all the time. And having done that, the question was, what should I do afterwards? And I really felt that discovering new medicines was so important for people that this would be a great thing to try and do. And by chance I went into a local, I was living in southeast London at that time, I went into a local company called Smith, Klein and French, which was in Camberwell Green. And I then found that it was fascinating, and I think being a medicinal chemist has been very rewarding. I had a wonderful reception once. I got involved with, of course, Sir James Black, as he was then. He was just Jim Black, and we studied together, and I ended up leading chemistry, and for came up to cimetidine, first treatment for duodenal ulcers. And I had this very rewarding experience I was at a family party when an uncle came up and said to me, thank you for what you've done for me. I said, what have I done for you? He said, well, I've been in bed for 2 weeks and I didn't think I could get to this party, but the doctor prescribed this cimetidine, Tagamet, which you had been involved with, so thank you for what you did for me. I had another experience like that when I was lecturing in Philadelphia at a big meeting, and after my lecture, somebody got up from the back and said, I'd like to tell you that I'm a reporter, and I had this terrible situation of acid in my stomach, and it just completely cured me, and so I'd really like to thank you. So, you know, it's great when you can be rewarded. Not all drug research actually is successful, so you have to be prepared to live with uncertainty and just live with hope. And that is why I think some people can't go into research, because they find that difficult. They want to have everything structured and known. But for me, the interest is actually solving problems all the time, some of which you don't succeed in solving, but at the same time it is rewarding, and the thought that at the end is a very good help to other people, I think is very uplifting.